Alright, map 2 guys, we have Xron. I saw a Galena in there. I missed the champion picks for this one again. That's right, the Death Knight coming out for Xron. This is exciting. Okay, Death Knight on this map. It's not as broken as it was. They changed some stuff with how the full elf for the fireball works. So it's at a good place right now, I think. It's still pretty strong. This map it works incredibly well on just because of how the ranges go. And, you can kind of see, right, it's like perfect fireball range to do not quite a double tap, it's not quite like the ranger ability, but it's pretty close. Great use of the tri-bolt here. That orb's going to be pretty important. Xron's going to be in a wonderful position here. He's got Vengeur nice and trapped. Now this is, that damage is probably Xron's cue to leave. Like, he hasn't hit more. I know he wants to finalize this frag. Yeah. Okay, no, that was fair. He chipped away enough. And actually, given that even if he took a rail there, he survived and had the Mega behind him, that probably was actually the right call from Xron there. I guess the scary thing is if you take too much damage before a frag when your opponent has the clutch in the bank, they're going to pull out the clutch and just rush you down with the shotgun, and I'm going to be very surprised if we don't see that happen quite a few times on this map, because the clutch is still incredibly good. I think probably still too good, but that's probably the topic for a video. Oh, great LG there from Xron, but he's pushing into the tri-bolt. And that's one of those really unfortunate things. It was like Xron had committed. He'd basically touched the jump pad before he took the damage that pretty much told him not to go there. So it was hard to make that commitment. He knows how much damage he's done to Vengeur and how effective this lightning gun can be. I'm surprised Vengeur didn't pull out his own lightning gun in response here, right? Because, beautiful prediction. It's kind of, oh no, this is the clutch. It just doesn't feel good, does it? The shield, the shotgun, like, it's at a better place because there is counterplay to the clutch now. It isn't just like they pick clutch so they win, but it still just feels a bit eh. Beautiful movement here from Vengeur though. He's really utilizing it well. I was saying something before that clutch happened. I'm sure of it, but it's just gone. If this armor comes up in time, it's going to be perfect. Not a load of HP here, so there is a decent opportunity for pressure from Xron, but the speed of clutch, it's almost too much. I like Vengeur's decision there to back away. He doesn't overcommit to the Mega. He doesn't need it, right? He's going to have a shield up in 25 seconds, and when that happens, he can really push in a major way. He doesn't need much damage to open up for a frag when he has that shield to back him up. And he's playing into the Galena, who has no counterplay for the clutch. This isn't quite the damage he wanted, but wow. Okay, so what we had there was a weird situation. That's the super shotgun effectiveness against the clutch. He just sops up all that damage, but I'm surprised Xron pushed that so hard. He got very, very weak, and there's always that risk you get bounced forward by a rocket. Yeah, no. Xron doesn't want to get too committed to that corridor, but there's the super shotgun again, just really utilizing that. It's the right pick against the clutch. It works well. And just some really back and forward action there. Like, I do like that Xron didn't let the clutch go and stack up. Once you get the clutch low, you do have to push it, right? You don't want to give them the opportunity to stack up. You don't want to give that away, because once they can stack up a bit, they can get the shield and things can get out of hand very, very quickly. Big commitment there from Vengeur. It's the kind of orb play where, like, if it goes badly, it leaves you with nowhere to go. He does slip away here, but Xron's on the side of the map with all the HP, unfortunately for him. Wait, when did he pick up? I can't tell when he picked up the Mega. It's a bit hard to tell with no sound, sorry guys. If he picked that up before the fight, then yeah, that was definitely Vengeur's, but it wasn't exactly clear when that got taken. And yeah, just kind of some scrappy moves here. It looks like Vengeur with this with this heavy armor rather, could do some pressure. If he hits a rail, it's beautiful. Walking into that totem is going to keep Xron in this round, however. Oh no. The bounce almost happened. That's too much damage for Vengeur though. Xron's done. Too much damage for Vengeur. Xron has finished him. I've been sick, guys. You gotta give me some leeway here. Alright, let's see what the clutch can do. See, I really like the position there for, for the clutch or for anyone. It's the best spot in the map to get some cheeky damage and just disappear. And yeah, Hron, you don't want to get caught here against the clutch with the shield. This isn't good. Vengeur using the clutch so well there. You point and click. You know, when you've bounced them in that situation, there's nowhere they can go. Hron, he just really didn't want to get caught there. And, you know, what is usually a strong situation where you can block out your opponent and run away, suddenly you're playing a clutch. It's bad. It's a really bad time. Vengeur looking for that little peeking shot through the teleporter right off the start. It's a great one to look for, and I like that aggressive orb play too. It's like a zoning move. It tells your opponent that they have nowhere to go. Yeah, Vengeur, you can't push into that. And he's very wise to back away because there was an explosive fireball, you know, right kind of in his dust cloud there. Good tripod pressure here. That's going to clean things up nice and well. Vengeur staying in a nice position and just kind of being quiet, waiting for Hron to make a move before he commits anywhere. And it's just a nice split of the items. There might be an armor here for Vengeur, which would kind of put him in a net advantage, and there it is. Alright, so now Vengeur, he's just looking to hit a long rail angle somewhere across this map. And try and open up some damage. He does have the orb, so as long as he is getting some opening damage, he can also make a decent commitment to get up close to his opponent. Just because of how Ranger works in close fights. I love the position there for Hron. It's the perfect place to be. And nothing really comes of that. Oh, no, okay, holy crap, something big comes of that. I thought Hron moved away to the red, he didn't. So that means that full control goes over to Hron. It was a good read of where Vengeur was going. And I guess he was just kind of like making sure, right? He's like, well, if he's going to Mega, he'll get the damage. But yeah, Hron just gets everything. And now on the run, takes that little chip from the Death Knight ability. But this route for Vengeur is really good because you just can't chase down it, right? And this is what Hron was hoping would happen last time, but he didn't factor in the clutch shield. Vengeur not even contesting control here at all. Trying to come through this teleporter. Hron was there looking for some opening damage, and it's a little bit rough for Hron there, I think. Vengeur really forced to run away, forced to actually pop the orb just to continue running, and nice railgun angle opening up here. But coming to this Mega, yeah, taking that damage. Hron again playing this really good railgun game. Just getting what he's needed at the right times. Oh! Wow, that's 1 in a million. Yeah, I mean, if you're Hron, you just don't expect that, but Hron with the massive rocket in return as well. Holy crap. This is a massive commitment though, like Vengeur actually getting onto the Mega. Hron, he was able to push through there because he knew he had the weapon advantage. Really huge read, really big plays, and that's going to just put him so far in front here. The clutch is going to give him dramas, I'm sure. He doesn't have a lot of HP to his name, so a shotgun rush with this clutch is going to end him, and here it comes. I like this idea with the oh, holy fucking wow. Just absolutely glued against the wall there. The knockback on that is insane, but then also, you know, it's just like how much Vengeur is hitting that makes that possible. But yeah, I guess Hron put that totem down. He's like, the clutch is going to have to shoot the totem, and then that's going to give him a bit of an opening to shotgun him. And he did like 130 damage with the shotgun onto the clutch, but yeah, just not quite enough there. Going for the orb play. Hron really likes to commit heavily at the end of... Oh, it breaks your heart. Oh man, that was so good. That is what every clutch player deserves. No, so like you can see Hron, the way he was really playing the end of that round, like he likes to commit with his last champion, even when it's quite close. And yeah, it's interesting. Vengeur, he's got to recompose himself. He's got to shake his mouse a little just to make sure that he's okay. I hope someone checked up on Vengeur after this, especially if he loses this map or even the whole series. Like you'd just kick yourself giving away a frag like that at all. Again, using that orb really effectively to close distance. We've seen that from these players so far a few times, I think. Used pretty well. And yeah, I mean, that just came down to an aim fight. Both players were prepared to commit. I'm surprised Ron commits like this. The totem does him a few favors, but it's not going to be quite enough. The totem plus the tri-bolt, it's a really deadly combination for the Galena. You can't underestimate it. Just how much damage is going to come your way and how little ability you're going to have to frag. And there again, it's the big commit for Ron at the end. Bring us up to a tied game. Another tied game, another map going to its 5th round. But yeah, you can see Ron, like, I don't know, this feels like a thing that comes in waves where players just want to commit on their last champion and end the game there. I think it was less of a thing with like the clutch meter maybe and a few other weird character patches. But on the whole, it seems like the way these Europeans like to play it. Vengeur with control of the tri-bolt is going to be a good advantage. You can see how the ranges work on this map, how perfect lots of these ranges are, and how good it is as an anti-peeker gun. That really, really cripples Huron at the start of this, and if Vengeur can put some pressure down here and keep him kind of boxed on this side of the map, he'll get everything. Interesting attempt there for some holy crap. Huron is playing this so smart. He actually looks for the 3rd shot as well, but just those 2 rails, that's the difference between Vengeur controlling everything, and that rocket actually puts Huron at a stack advantage. So despite giving everything up on the map, Huron, his movement, his execution has just been so good. Vengeur almost ties it up just with the tri-bolt damage, but Huron's railing continues to just dominate him. Vengeur's got to try and slip away, but he can't, because of course Huron hits that, because he's hit literally everything else for the last, what, 25 minutes? Ooh, looking for a sneaky railgun. Doesn't happen. But it's a good angle and he still gets this mega safely. If Ron gets this catch, that would be massive, but he's a little bit too early on the draw. He really thinks... I don't know, he was really looking for Vengeur to double back there, or like triple back, I guess you'd call it. Ron makes a big gamble with how he moves there. That wasn't the trickiest movement in the world. That wasn't the hardest to hit. And now it's just going to be down to who hits. Ron does decide to back away. He's got to watch out for the window. Oh man, he actually hangs around and looks for that angle too. But the combo onto Vengeur, I don't know what to say, you know? It felt like Ron just took some gambles that were way too big there, but then just when it mattered, you know, that direct rocket connecting. Now this is bad. This clutch chase is so hard to avoid, and yeah, you get pushed into the wall there. Nothing you can do. Clutch. Just an unstoppable beast in that kind of situation. Specifically in that position on this map, you just don't want to get caught there. Major item split off. This is better for Ron than anything, just because he has this ability to insta-gib the clutch. You know, those orbs, they're easier to hit on the clutch than anyone else. Good railgun there too, just to slow the clutch down, stop that momentum. Vengeur's got to be careful he doesn't jump into oblivion again. And their shield's up. It's time to go. This is yet trouble for Ron. Oh, and this mining laser is going to do so much. Alright, and this is it. We're down to the last champion. Next frag wins. Ron, he's caught out early on. He's trying to go aggressive here with these rockets. He's just going to try and end this now. If it wasn't for this armor, that probably would have been pretty good. And oh, is this going to connect? It does. What a finish. Firing through that tiny little slip. My favorite angle. Probably my favorite angle in Quake Champions overall so far. That was well played by Vengeur. Even though he's a filthy clutch player, you know, he did what he needed to do to win. So that's map 2 tying up the series.